What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ty, and today in this video we're going to be talking about the 4 brand new DCU castings that are going to be in Superman Legacy. I'm super excited to talk about these and get into them. The reason that I waited 2 days is because the first day there were 3 castings and I was going to make a video about those 3 castings, but then the next day another casting was announced. So since today, Thursday, there wasn't any castings announced, I figured, okay, I guess we're good now. But with that being said, let's just get right into talking about these castings. Guys, we have our Green Lantern, our Guy Gardner Green Lantern with Nathan Fillion. See, the thing is, this is a bit of a controversial casting for one reason. James Gunn and Nathan Fillion are well-known friends. They've been working together forever, and I've been seeing a lot of people saying it's great casting, which I personally agree with. I think that he's going to be a great Green Lantern. I don't know too much about like the comics with like Guy Gardner versus Hal Jordan. I'll get into that in a second, but see, this is my take on it. I understand that this could be seen as like, oh, nepotism, like therefore he just casted his friend as, in the role. But the thing is, if you've been working with an actor consistently for 15 plus years, maybe almost 20 years, I'm not sure when Slither came out. I believe 2006. But the thing is, you just work well with them. Why wouldn't you want to work with a guy that you've worked with before? Meaning that you're actually going to have chemistry and he's going to be able to portray your vision of the character you want him to play on screen because he understands your vision better than anybody else because you guys have been working together for so long. Why wouldn't you want somebody that you've been working with? It just makes sense. And plus, it's just one role. And on top of that, he's not even like an A-list actor. He's kind of just a middle of the pack. He's almost just kind of known from James Gunn, if I'm just being realistic. I think he's done some other stuff too. But yeah, with that being said, I just feel like he kind of looks the part. I saw like a picture of what Guy Gardner looks like, the Green Lantern. And I feel like we might also get Hal Jordan as like kind of maybe like a duo. But I want to get into like how I think the DCU is going to lay out in a little bit later in the video. But let's just move on to the next casting. But just to be clear, I think Green Lantern overall is going to be a net positive for me. I really like this casting. Next up, we got our casting for Hawkgirl. See, this is where things get a little bit weird because now we're going to see James Gunn kind of put his little spin on the DCU where we're getting a little bit of these weird characters. I mean, we saw Hawkman, I believe was his name, who from the JSA in Black Adam, which I feel was almost the best part of the movie because that movie wasn't that good. So with that being said, we got Isabella Merced playing her. She looks young. I think that she's going to be able to play the part very well. And I just know her from Dora. Like, I did a little bit of research because I haven't really seen her in anything. I mean, she seems like a good actor. And I like, again, that we're getting somebody that isn't this huge A-list actor. We're getting these more unknown people. I saw that on Instagram. She has like 3.5 million followers, though. So I don't really know if she's popular. Maybe it's just not my market, whatever movies or shows she's in. However, I think that she kind of, looks like she could, have a little bit of charm, a little bit of charisma, a little bit of energy, and I don't know, I'm pretty excited to see her on screen. Another casting that we got is Mr. Sinister, who's going to be played by Eddie Gathegi, not too sure how to say his name. I just know that he's like that villain from Twilight with like the long hair and the red eyes, and also, infamously, he's the person in X-Men First Class who gets like killed for no reason, the mutant. I mean, they really did him dirty in that movie, but I'm happy that here, he gets a little bit of superhero redemption, unless they kill him in Superman Legacy, I don't know, but I mean, I don't know. He's kind of another actor where, for the 3rd time now I'm saying this in this video, I'm happy they're not bringing these huge actors to play these roles because you want to be able to put a face with a hero. I don't want to be looking at an actor and saying, oh, that's insert actor's name here. I want to look at David Cornsweet and just say, oh, right, that's Superman. I don't want to be saying, oh, that's Nicholas Hoult. You know what I mean? Like, I want to just be thinking of that's like their legacy defining role. That's their career role. Hopefully that's what we could get in the Green Lantern for Nathan Fillion, the Hawkgirl for Isabella Merced, and also Mr. Sinister for, who I was just talking about. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do with these roles. I think they're going to be really interesting, and I think they were actually cast really well. But see, that's the thing. Where do these characters fit in Superman Legacy? Because they weren't cast for the DCU. Yes, they're in the DCU, but they were specifically cast for Superman Legacy. I saw a lot of concern over the internet, people complaining that, oh, this isn't going to be Superman focused. They're just worrying about expanding the universe. Guys, hear me out. Picture this. Imagine you're in the first 5 minutes of the movie, because we're getting an already established Superman. This isn't an origin story. And we see Superman flying through the city. Then bam, he kind of flies by somebody. The person's like, hey, Superman. He's like, oh, hey, what's up, Hawkgirl? Keeps flying. The audience is going to be like, wait, Hawkgirl, wait, who's that? I want to see who that is. You're building intrigue. Then maybe he flies by Mr. Sinister. Oh, hey, Superman. Oh, hey, what's up, Mr. Sinister? What's going on? Wait, who's that? Who did he just pass? You're building more intrigue. You're seeing that he already knows these people. So yeah, you're expanding the universe a little bit, slightly, but you're still keeping it Superman focused. Then maybe 20 minutes into the movie, they all meet up and they're just having a conversation about something. Then maybe we won't see them the rest of the movie. But you're just making it clear that you have a universe with established heroes that all know each other. There's things going on. They don't need their own spin-offs. They don't need their own movies. They're just still a part of the world. And in Iron Man, we still have Rhodey. It's not like we don't have these other characters. Iron Man 2, we have Black Widow. It's not like it really takes the attention away from our main characters. It's just, if anything, it just builds the world up. You need that world building. And I think it's going to be very interesting what he does with these characters because we know how well James Gunn does with these ensemble casts. See, the thing is, I was trying to think, though, where are these characters going to fit in the DCU? Because this is what I'm hoping the DCU does, which maybe I'll make a video on, but I want to just talk about it here. If you're still watching, thank you, by the way. I feel like there's going to be almost what I would describe as factions. Maybe families would be a better word, but I feel like factions because if they're not actually blood family, I don't want to say that. Let's just put it this way. We have Green Lantern. Maybe there's going to be like a Lantern Corp faction or family where we're always seeing them together. When there's a Green Lantern movie, the whole family is going to be in it. It's not just going to be focused on one person. Then with Mr. Sinister, maybe he's with more like street level people, and then he's with his faction. We have the Bat family, because we already know that we're getting like a lot of people. So maybe our Batman movie won't just be about Batman, it'll be the whole family with Nightwing, Robin, whatever, They're going to be all together. That's going to be another family/faction. Superman himself. Superman, Lois Lane, Supergirl, so on. Faction. I think that makes sense. So it's almost like we have groups, but also we still have our individual characters. We could give them their own stories, but we just know what their place is in the world. I think that's where the MCU suffered heavily in Phase 4 because we have Miss Marvel doing her thing over here, Moon Knight doing his thing over here. We have so-and-so doing their thing over here, Monica Rambeau doing her thing. Like, everything's disconnected. Like, I guess, yeah, maybe with the Marvels, we're starting to get that family type of thing, if that's a better way to put it into perspective so you guys kind of understand what I'm saying. But still, I just feel like having everyone kind of grouped together, then, if you're having that Justice League type movie, you could have them all come together. Still, I think it would just make it more clear the direction, and also you're not leaving anybody out. And at the same time, you're not focusing too much on certain characters. So I think it's a nice way to flesh out side characters and show that they have chemistry with people, especially because, again, James Gunn, even though he's not directing everything, has this thing where he could just get these random groups of outcast people, put them together, and make them a family. So since he works well with families, why wouldn't he make the DCU a bunch of different families, basically, in a way? If that makes sense. Pretty sure that makes sense. And there's probably a ton of more other heroes. Hopefully he doesn't go overkill with it. But yeah, I'm very excited about these castings. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.